Season 3 of Riding with the Outlaw.
Mr. Chain, so in light of the county prosecutor's office being informed multiple times of the other party wanting to drop the charge, and in light of the county having no evidence, in fact, exculpatory evidence, of my innocence, it still chooses to pursue the charge of harassing phone calls. Well, that just about validates everything that I've said and lays claim to my claims of prosecutorial misconduct, malicious prosecution, and preferential prosecution, while validating the claims of this being a guilt-stricken witch hunt involving the county trying to use fear and intimidation tactics to cover its tracks. I personally am of the opinion that this move places the county in further violation of 42 U.S. Code 1985 in its tactics to further deprive the rights of the defendant by intentional interference into ongoing civil rights litigation, and shows a willful malice intent. The county and state is bringing these actions with the most unclean of hands, and I intend to prove it had knowledge of such, and its persistence further exacerbated injuries sustained. The DUI was staged by the county. Not only was no marijuana found, but I was never searched, nor was my car truly searched, and I have an eyewitness to that. I'm not a law enforcement officer, yet I know that if questioned on the procedure and protocol, 9 out of 10 law enforcement officers would likely note that this was out of protocol. There was, however, an insistence on non-permissive transport under false arrest due to being handcuffed and taken to the jail to take a field sobriety test which fell outside of Terry stop time stipulations. Not to mention anyone watching would see that no impairment existed, and that the county actually chose to fault me for the struggle in supporting weight on a bad knee injured from a motorcycle wreck, which was shown and communicated up front on camera. No follow-up testing or confirmation was done to detect the presence of any substance. All of this but certainly makes this charge fall apart. The improper equipment was never notated and specified, which means the ticket in essence was written open-ended, giving the officer the ability to change his or her story up until the day of trial. If the charge is in regards to a headlight being out, well, it went out that evening due to the ice storm and icing. What type of money racket is Lafayette County running here to further financially penalize me for an act of God and nature, especially when this county is 100% responsible for disenfranchising me and my family to the fullest from its 2017 stunt? So that one most likely is gone. And finally, there's the disorderly and resisting arrest charge, where I parked next to the sheriff seeking out equal protections of the laws, which quite frankly were downright refused and neglected. I only went up there to seek out the sheriff of the county due to his checking my emails of grievances relayed regarding criminal behavior, which had been allowed to continue unchecked at the infliction of intentional damages on me. It was after normal business hours, and the signs indicated for sheriff's department, not for sheriff's deputies.
I'll move when I talk to Joey. Joey knows I'm out here waiting. He needs to come out and talk to me. I'll move when I talk to Joey. When Joey wants to talk to me, I'll move. Otherwise, I'm not breaking any law just for parking in a spot that says reserved for the sheriff's department. I'm here at the sheriff's department.
Or you will go to jail for disorderly.
I'm not being disordered.
Of course, I recorded everything until I was cuffed, and I was able to switch off the recorder in order to ensure the evidence was obtained. The audio recording shows both officers Dixon and Howell lied on their written statements, which would demonstrate a conspiracy of 2 or more officers acting under color of law, conspiring to deprive another of their civil rights. Look up 42 U.S. Code 1985 and 42 U.S. Code 1983, and that just about 100% describes what all has happened here. Because I never once said no, despite Courtney Dixon quoting that I said it 3 times.
Hey, you gotta move that.
I'll move when I talk to Joey. Joey knows I'm out here waiting. He needs to come out and talk to me. I'll move when I talk to Joey. When Joey wants to talk to me, I'll move. Otherwise, I'm not breaking any law just for parking in a spot that says reserved for the sheriff's department. I'm here at the sheriff's department.
Move, or you will go to jail for disorderly.
I'm not being
Remember
disorderly.
this phrase.
I'm moving my car. I'm moving my car.
When freedom is outlawed,
moving my car.
only the outlaws will be free.
I said I was moving my car.
I don't mind being an outlaw at all.
Stop.
I don't mind wearing it on my shirt. Now I've got to get in here and see what I can figure out on requesting even more public records. They didn't comply with the first ones or with these last ones. So now I'm going to go request more. And let's see if they continue to obstruct. I think the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department probably needs to receive a few phone calls. In fact, I'd love to hear that phone line go crazy while I'm inside right now. I think the number is 662-234-6421. Let them know what you think about that. Take care.
Hey, you gotta move that.
I'll move when I talk to Joey. Joey knows I'm out here waiting. He needs to come out and talk to me. I'll move when I talk to Joey. When Joey wants to talk to me, I'll move. Otherwise, I'm not breaking any law just for parking in a spot that says reserved to the Sheriff's Department.
One more time.
I'm here at the Sheriff's Department.
Move, or you will go to jail for disorderly.
I'm not being disordered. I'm moving my car. I'm moving my car. I was moving my car. Ah! Really? Ah! I thought I was moving my car. Oh! Stop! Ah!
We're about to make the argument of the stacking them. Also, if it's up to the judge's discretion to either give you or not give you a jury trial, what are your reasons why in these cases you need a jury trial? You can't get a fair trial from people.
Because I think that it's very easy to see with the video evidence. I had an audio recorder in my pocket December 28th on the disorderly and resisting arrest charge. Courtney Dixon came out. He didn't actually ask the things that he actually put in his written statement. And then him and the other guy, the other officer, they both said in quotations that I said no, that I would not move my vehicle 3 separate times. Now, my audio recorder shows me never saying no one time. I'd be completely horrified.
So why can't he decide that? Why is the jury needed to decide that as opposed to he deciding that?
Well, I think that in light of I've had extreme prejudicial treatment since 2017. It was something that I've raised evidence of prosecutorial misconduct. It was a setup by the county. There are multiple defendants in this, including the sheriff, Joe East. It is not fair for me to go to trial where one person decides my fate when I'm demanding 6 people decide my fate, 5 out of the 6 or more, because this thing has been so heavily tainted since day one. I'm doing a documentary. This town, this area just freaking hates me. They've gone to every extent to get rid of me, to abscond with their guilt. They made me sign a covenant to not sue Lafayette County, the Sheriff's Department, the City of Oxford, its elected officials, and basically the mayor.
All right. We shall make those arguments.